Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to show you how to use this smart trading to make some profitable income for yourself. Mostly people don't actually know how to do this smart trading, but I know and think it's very easy if you follow some principles and rules. I have gone through all the index, that is the synthetic aspect, which you'll find it here. We have the forex, the stock index, the commodity, and then the basket. I've gone through all of them with some strategy, but this particular bear market index that I've chosen is really helping, and it's very profitable too if you use the correct lot size. Again, we have the options here, that is the up and down, the touch and no touch, in and out, and then the digits. With the digits, today we are going to learn about the matches or differ. If you say matches, that means the number that you choose as in your predictions should match with the last digits, okay? And if you choose differ, that means no. If you choose 1, that means from 0, then you go to 2 up to 9, whichever number that comes at the end of that digit you want. So how are you going to see the digits? These are the running digits over here. This running digits is the current price of the bear in market index. You get it? So if the last number, if you choose differ, if you choose differ of 0, if the last number is 1 up to 9, you win. But if the last number becomes 0, then it means you lost the contract. So let's get started. What duration are we taking? We take 1, and then we go to the tick. It's always a tick with some options. As in other options, we have seconds, we have minutes, we even have hour, but for this particular one it only takes, and then the minimum, we need only 1 tick. You get it? Because the strategy is very simple. If you get 2-3 ticks, though your increase of winning goes up, but 1 tick, your profit comes down. But if you use the correct lot size, you'll be able to make something from it. And then you have to avoid over trading. Yes, why am I saying you have to avoid it? Because once you get your daily target, you say that, oh, okay, this strategy is working more powerfully, so let me go extra mile. By then maybe you might lose some of your profit. So I will advise you, if you go on a contract for, let's say, 10-20 minutes and you meet your target, what I can tell you is allow the market to settle for some time before you come in again, which is the same day. You can come in like 2, 3, or even 4 times. Okay, like 4 times, then you wait for tomorrow. And then that is our last digit prediction, that is 1. And then the stake. Now this stake also has an important role to play. Why am I saying important? Because if you choose 11, okay, the net profile is 9.9. so if you go in with $1, if you win, you get 1.09. it's not even up to 10 cents of a dollar. So if you go in with $10, you will get 10.09. that means you are not getting 1 USD. So if you go in with $11, now your payout will be 12.09. that means your contract winning is 1.09. So if you do this 10 times, it means you are multiplying 1 by 10, meaning you are getting $10. You get it? So if you make it 11, and if you lost a contract, assume you lost a contract, what you do is you don't go in again with $11, but you rather go in with 111, so that once you win a contract, that $11 that you lost will be regained. Then once you regain, you come back to $11 again. So always check your account and then look at how you are going to put in your losses. In case of you lost a contract, you'll be able to make it 10 times the what you lost. Okay, so if it is 11, 10 times you are getting 111, so that once you put in the contract and you won, you get your $11 that you lost back, and then you come back to your original 11 USD lot size that you have been using. Now let's say something about this before we go in for a contract. Though all the numbers can be used, but normally I have studied this bear market index for a very long time, and I know that 1, 0, 1 and 2 are the numbers that do not appear mostly as last digits, so with a 0 sometimes it's very scary, so I advise you going with number 1 or number 2 as in your last digits. You get it? As in your last digit. So with the last digit state, that is this point. Now we have here, this is the explanation. If you want to get an explanation of the matches and differ, as I explained earlier, if you choose 1 and you want to make it digit matches, that means your last digit should be 1, and if you make it differ, that means your last digit shouldn't appear in 1, any other numbers you win. So that is the explanation, and this is the chart. This chart too also goes by the last digit that we see over here. Okay, the last digit that we see over here, this is the chart, and you even have it somewhere here, so I don't need it, but mostly what we need is this point. Now with this last digit, you can see that it has some percentage over here. It's very important. Why? Because it gives you a clear indication that the number that you are choosing, okay, the number that you are choosing for your contract is originally, let's say, very low. If you see a red line, that means it's very low. That means that number do not appear mostly as last digit. The one with the green bar, that is the highest, tells you that it appears mostly at the last digit. So you could see that the one that we have chosen for our contract is on 16%, and then the 9 is on 5%. So that tells you that 1 is now ranging. So with that, you can change it to 2. With that, you can change it to 2. With that, you can change it to 2. But mostly that last digit, that is the 1 and then the 2 that I was saying, doesn't hold for a very long time before they drop. Sometimes the rest of the numbers are the 6, 7, 8 and then the 5, they ranges for a very long time before they come to the low bar as not appearing most. But the 1 and 2, once they go high on a bar, within a short period of time they will fall again. So now that I have explained this, you will know how to choose your number. But I said 1 and then the 2 is very comfortable and reliable to go on that. So if 1 that we have chosen
if you see that it's going on a viral, that means it's appearing mostly as our last digit. What you have to do is you wait for the contract to set on 1. Okay, now we have 1 and it is gone, so our next digit was 972. So by then, if you purchase your contract, you won. You get it? And then we have the 1 here as our 9%, so we can go in. That is 1 8. You get it? Now we won the contract, so our net profit is 1.09 because our buying price was 11 and then final price was 12.09. so our net profit is this. So you just close it and then come back again. We have another 1. We can go in for our contracts. It is 2, so we won this contract again. It's very simple, but as you've been putting in your contract, then you'll be checking. You see 1 is finally dropping small, finally dropping small. So if you want it at the safe side, since it's not red, it's somehow risky, but I always tell you that you can wait for 1 to appear, then you go in with your contract. 9, we won. Now 1 has come again, but we are not in a hurry to purchase it. Definitely we will meet our target for the day, so you just hold on for the numbers to be ranging, and then 1 is here again. We go in with our contracts and then we hold 0, so we won. Now we are doing digits differ. Okay, digits differ, that means the 1 that we have selected should differ from our final price that we will get. So if we have chosen 1 from 0 to 9, whichever number that comes, we won. Do you get it? It's very simple, guys. It's very simple. If you follow this strategy, I bet you at the end of the day you'll be able to make your daily targets. Using these numbers is also very advisable. Using this chart is also very advisable. As I said, the 1 and the 2, once they become green bar, within some few minutes they will definitely drop off to become red again. Mostly the 4, 5, 7, 8 and then 9 are the numbers that moves very fast with green bar. Once they become green bar, they stay for a quite number of minutes before they drop off, but the 1 and 2, few minutes they drop off. So if you see that 1 is having 10%, 11%, 12%, you just wait for your contract for your last digit to become 1. Once you see 1 appearing, you go in with your contract, then definitely you won, because 1 and 2, once they appear, it's 3 or 4 numbers will appear as the last digit before they appear again. By then, since you have one take, by then 1 take, you've gotten your contract won. With 1 take, you've gotten your contract won. So if you want to increase your net profit, what you do is you add this 1. So let me copy and then paste it here. You add 1 to it. So now our total payout will be 121, which is our net profit will be 21 USD for $100. It's quite crazy going in with a whole $111 and then your return will be $21. With somehow your return is 10, your return will be $11. Sorry, your return will be $11 because you subtract 101 from 121 and you get 11.90. that is almost $12. It's quite crazy, but if you make it this 10 times, what you are multiplying is you are multiplying 11 times 10. That will give you 111 as your stake. If you multiply it, you're getting 111 as your stake. So if you go by this rule, I bet you are not going to lose the contract. If you see that the number you are selecting as your last prediction is 1 or 2, just go and check their percentage rates or their percentage forming at that particular time. If it is 1, you choose 1. If it is 2, you choose 2. But mostly I go with 1, between 1 and 2, but I mostly go with 1. You get it? So once you see that 1 is even having a green bar, just hold on for the 1 to fall for some time before you go in. If you still want to go in, wait for your last digit to be 1 and then go in. And then once your 1 take is done, you won your contracts. So our net profit is 10.98. that is almost $11. If I make this 10 times and I won, I'm getting 10 times 10, that is 100 with the cents, so making it 111. If you do that and you get this profit, you can hold on with your stake, that is 111, and start with $11 as I said, and then you'll be getting extra $1, extra $1, extra $1 till you meet your daily target, or you say right now I'm good with the profit that I've got, so let me hold on for the market to settle, or let me wait for tomorrow, that is the next session for the next day. Always guys, remember, if you want to go in, just check it is there. Once you go there, you click on the last digit state, it will clearly give it to you. Always remember to choose your 1, and always look at the 1 percentage rate that is having currently, and if you think it's above 11%, what you do is wait for the 1 to appear. Immediately 1 appears, then you go in. 1 take, 2 take, you are good to go. Never use 2 take, always use 1 take. You get it? Because once the 1 appear, 3-4 digits will come before 1 will appear again, if 1 has more than 11%. But if it has 5%, as we have now over here, that is 1 have now 5% and it is red. That tells you that you can go in with any number that you see, you can go in. But since it is ranging, the red, it is ranging from one number to another, always make sure, even if it is low, it is advisable you wait for 1 to appear, then you go in with your contract, and then finally you won the contract, and then power up your profits, and then wait for the next day. So the important thing you have here is your duration 1, prediction 1, and then your stake. If you are choosing $10, you are getting 0.9. so if you want to do it that way, it's advisable, but I advise you going in with 11, so that your return, you can get $1. And then what's important thing here is the number state. You have to check on this number state, the number 1 which has a higher or the lower last prediction. You also check on that, and then finally you can wait for the 1 to appear, and then you go in with your contract, and then finally you get what you want. Until then, we'll meet again, and then I'll bring you another absolutely strategy on how to use the smart contract with different index, with different option, with different strategy. Until then, we meet again.